What's up? Welcome into your daily Buckeye Blitz for a hump day. It's a Wednesday, August 21st, 2024. Welcome in. Hope you're having a good week. It's all downhill from here. Once you get through this, it's easy sledding. So, hey, please visit thebuckeyecast.com. Everything is on sale there. Get yourself something for the season coming up. Get yourself an Ohio against the world shirt, maybe. I don't know. Just an idea. Anyway, sorry, we're coming a little late to you. My wife volunteered us to dog sit for her friend. I'm a dog sitter now, apparently. You ever had a dachshund? You ever seen a dachshund? It's like a little long-haired wiener dog thing. All they do is bark. This one doesn't like men. Seriously, you're a dog, dude. Anyway, I'll leave it at that. So I'm dog sitting today. Sorry. That's why this is coming to you later and the rest of the week. So I don't know what the dog's going to do the rest of the week. Anyway, allergic to grass too. Makes it difficult to go outside and go to the bathroom, you would think, right? Grass allergy. Anyway, I'm allergic to little tiny dogs that bark at me. Weird. Anyway, skipping past that, let's get into the tight ends. The tight ends spoke to the media on, was it Tuesday night, I think? So let's get into him. Keenan Bailey, first year coach. So let's talk about him. The transfer, Will Kacmarek, Patrick Gerd, the walk on, and everybody else. So toughness has been the word to describe this tight end group. At least that's what they're saying. We'll see when they're actually on the field. I need to see it because a lot of these guys have not played at all. They want to be the toughest unit on the team. So let's see. Keenan Bailey, let's start off first with him on his position group and toughness. He says if you're going to throw us at the ball at 3 yards, we got some tough dudes. We're not going to be easy to bring down. We pride ourselves on that first guy not bringing us down. We're going to turn that 3 or 4 yard check down into a first down. Okay. Sounds good. Bailey said Jelani Thurman can bring a lot of things to Ohio State's offense this season, but he'd like to see Thurman become more consistent from practice to practice. We've heard Ryan Day say the same thing, so they're all trumpeting the consistency for Jelani. But Bailey said he's getting better, definitely. He's a pleasure to coach. He has such a great spirit about him. He seeks hard coaching, so that's good for a position coach. Bailey said there are a lot of similarities between Will Kacmarek and Cade Stover. Kacmarek is a guy who prides himself on being tough, physical as a blocker, and he's learning how to run routes like a receiver. Bailey said that G. Scott Jr. has taken over the leadership of the tight end room, and he's also playing really well. So good for G. Now let's talk to G. Scott. G. Scott said Jelani Thurman is talented and very gifted. Scott likes the mindset of the Ohio State running game this year. He says we want to run the ball downhill, play smash mouth football, and impose our will on teams. G. Scott said Ohio State's defense brings it every day. He said it's a consistent case of iron sharpening iron. Stop me if you've heard that one before. G. Scott talked about Will Howard. He said, I trust that he's going to do his job. I feel he knows his reads, that he's going to go through his reads, and he's going to get the ball to who he's supposed to get it to, predicated on the play and coverage we're going against. Now let's touch on Will Kacmarek. Kacmarek talked about when he started to feel comfortable at Ohio State. He said the spring was definitely a transition period for him. But in the first couple of practices, he saw the speed and then gradually got used to it. On his role, thought I heard a little dog creeping. On his role within the offense, right now I see myself at the Y tight end. The Y is the inline right next to the tackle, if you're looking at the line of scrimmage. So that's the Y, just to give you a little refresher. So they move him around a lot. he gets reps at different positions that all the tight ends do. Like the H back would be the one that sits back off the line of scrimmage, stuff like that. Um, Kacmarek talked about his growth this summer. He said he put in a lot of work in his route running and the finer techniques of the tight end position. He needs that to step up to the next level, in his opinion. Um, Kacmarek's been one of the last players off the practice field every day. Uh, he says, quote, "We don't like to call it extra work. We just call it work." But all in all, he said he had a smooth transition from Ohio University to Ohio State University. He talked about what tight end he models his game after. He said, "I like how George Kittle plays. I love his play style. He's nasty. He's aggressive. He's an elite route runner. I think he's just one of the best tight ends in the game right now." That's a good one to model your game after. All right, so let's talk about Jelani. We've heard all the coaches talk about him. So where has he grown this off season? He said he has developed a lot more. He took some lessons from the older guys. He feels that he soaked up all their energy and the gems that they gave him, and he feels they all made him better. Um, he talked about the importance of consistency. He said at this level, consistency is the key factor. If you can't do it every play and every down, you're not going to get it done. At Ohio State, you need to know your assignment and complete your assignment. Every day, he works on being consistent, just knowing what he has to do, how to do it, and why to do it. So, what, how, and why. Um, on how he's improved as a blocker, he says it's gotten easier because he's gotten bigger. I could see that. Like Chip Kelly said the other day, big guys beat small guys. um, when he's blocking bigger guys, he's more efficient, more consistent. Uh, he talked about his playing time this year, what his expectations are. He says, "I feel like the best man will go out there. It really doesn't matter about seniority, but G is getting the job done right now." He said, "I'm still learning things from G, so I feel like the spot is for who goes out there and does their job." Jelani talked about what fans can expect from him in 2024. He said, quote, "Just a hardworking tight end ready to learn some more. Just a tight end that's striving to be the best person he can be." We got a couple more here. Patrick Gurd, the walk-on. Um, would be nice to get this guy a scholarship at some point, right? I mean, he's getting a little older. Um, as one of the veterans in the tight end group, Gurd says that he's taken on more of a leadership role in the room. He says he loves playing fullback because it brings him back to his high school days when he used to play a little running back there. Um, Gurd feels honored to be versatile and bring more value to the team. He said about Jelani Thurman that he's definitely gotten a lot tougher and he's got a little fire in him. Um, Gerd talked about the tight end group as a whole. On the whole, he said, "quote We're trying to be the toughest unit on the team, the toughest playing unit in the country." In the country. All right, let's see it. I need to see this because it's been a while. Um, Now, Bennett Christian, he was the guy that was suspended all last year for PEDs, whatever. Got something from GNC or one of those, nutritional stores that he shouldn't have. But he talked about his approach to football this offseason and in fall camp. He said, quote, "I took the pressure off of it because, I'm coming off a suspension. Everyone's like, okay, we'll see what he does. I'm not focused on that. I'm focused on playing football, what I love to do." Uh, Christian said he's not focused on anything at the moment besides having fun, running off the ball, running through someone's face. Okay, I like the mindset there. Uh, Sounds like Schlegel or somebody, right? Christian said he's made huge strides this summer with his weightlifting and his speed. He said G. Scott Jr. and Patrick Gurd have been the best leaders in the tight end room. Um, Bennett Christian said he believes Ohio State's tight ends are the toughest unit the Buckeyes have on the team, and he would die on that hill. Wow. It's a bit excessive, isn't it? I'm just kidding. No, I like the mindset. He's all about that life. He's ready to run through a brick wall, and that's what we needed out of our tight ends. I would love just some consistent blocking. We don't need somebody to catch 30 balls this year. We need consistent blocking on the perimeter, especially consistency. I love Cade, tough guy. I would never cross him, would never insult him to his face. But there were times, maybe it was because he was dinged up. He's often injured, but there were times when he did not block well. We've talked about it a ton on this show. So I would just love consistent blocking out of the tight ends, all of them. So that's what I'll be looking for this year. But anyway, that's your tight end group. Tomorrow we'll get into the safeties, and we're going to give you. I got a two deep coming up this weekend. Yeah, so make sure you're locked in here. Please hit like, subscribe, always comment. I reply to every comment, even those from the cheater fans, which I appreciate because you're just helping my channel grow and grow with all of your stupid comments. Cheaters fans. So Buckeyes fans don't give me stupid comments ever. But anyway, so I got for you today. Talk to you tomorrow. Go Bucks.